it has gotten bad, Sheriff. I mean, they're being told to look the other way. One of them had a gangbanger walk up to her 6 inches from her face, cock his thumb back like he had a gun, and drop it as if he was shooting her in the head. And she was told by the captain, not her sergeant, not her lieutenant, let it go, look the other way, ignore it. You can't police that way. That gives bad guys control of the streets.
You're exactly right. And you said it during the lead-in. Back when you were with the NYPD, you had Rudy Giuliani that was standing up for the officers, that was putting the safety of citizens first and foremost, as well as the safety of their officers. And that's a time gone by there. It's not here in our county, in our community. We stand strong with our law enforcement officers. And you hear me say in a certain part of the video, if they need a kick in the butt, I'll stand behind them and kick them in the butt. But if somebody's trying to take a shot at them or trying to disrespect them, we're going to stand up for them, and we're going to make sure they know how much we appreciate that they're out there every day putting their lives on the line for us.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's unfortunately the liberal narrative, right? If a chief law enforcement officer or sheriff stands behind their men and women, and in that difficult situation when they did their job right, but optically there's a video out there that's edited, the court of public opinion is indicting the officer, the deputy. Too many people equate their bosses standing behind them with encouragement of corruption, with cover-ups. And that's not at all what it is. They have to be. The men and women in law enforcement need to know their agency is going to back them up until the investigation's complete. This has to drive you crazy when you see cities like Portland do the exact opposite.
Oh, it drives me insane, and I feel so bad for the men and women that are putting on that uniform and going to work and not being allowed to do their jobs. I tell our team when you swear them in that I ask them to come to work and do 4 things. First and foremost, have fun. When somebody's disrespecting you like that, you're not having fun. The second thing, put bad people in jail, because that's what we get paid to do. 3, do it more professionally than everybody else. And 4, go home safe. What's happening in these other cities where this is being allowed to take place, none of those things are being accomplished. They're not having fun. They're not putting bad people in jail. They're not being professional, because they're being disrespected every day. And they're not even safe at work, much less going home safe.
What really infuriates me is when those of us who are in law enforcement, support law enforcement, even black police officers, Hispanic police officers, are called racist. That drives me absolutely insane. I policed a 99% non-white area. I had 2 of my white colleagues shot and killed on the job, 1 a block out of our command, 1 in our command. That's who the men and women of law enforcement go to work to protect, the good people. They don't, when a police officer comes over the radio, Sheriff, you know this, they don't ask for the description or the race of the victim. They look for the perpetrator. They're flying there with lights and sirens regardless of who that victim is. The narrative in the media is disgraceful. It paints such a different picture.
It absolutely does. And I tell people all the time, when you call 911, we don't ask you what political party you're affiliated at. We ask you who you are and that we're coming to you so we can save your life. Law enforcement officers work every day to save every life they possibly can, to protect every citizen they can. And, a side note of all this is, and I talk about that in our recruitment video as well, is we are extremely blessed in Brevard County. We have an amazing community that loves us, trusts us, and protects us just as much as we love, trust, and protect them. And you don't see that everywhere. You certainly see it here. But, again, the video was to the law enforcement officers that got into this profession to be able to do their jobs and have somebody stand strong in defense of them when they're doing it right. And, that's what the video was about, was come work for us. We're going to put bad people in jail, and we're going to do it professionally.